Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be me reacting to your assumptions about me. I'm doing this video to celebrate hitting 100,000 subscribers. I just got in the mail my play button. I am so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I've been staring at it ever since. So I ask you on Instagram. I do have a Bookstagram account. I'm starting it. And I ask you also in the YouTube community tab to leave me some of your assumptions about me. Some of them are totally hurting my feelings, so let's talk about it. I was genuinely curious how you guys thought of me, and some of these I didn't expect. Some of you were debating if I were popular or not popular. If you could see me in high school, that would answer that question real quick. I don't really have many pictures. I know I have one specifically when I was I think it was a graduation for like elementary school. If I were to put that on the internet, I'm not sure I want it there, but that would end the debate real quick. No, I was not popular. I was definitely a huge nerd though. That's something else a lot of you were asking. Yes, definitely good grades. Shy kid. English being not your first language gives you anxiety. English being not your first language. You're easy to get along with, but you have a hard time talking to people you don't know. I'm not shy anymore. I used to be very, very shy. And while I'm talking, I'll put any assumptions that are related on the screen because there are a lot that are kind of the same. So yeah, I used to be super shy, and I feel like with my beauty channel, if you don't know, I have a beauty channel, Beauty with Emily Fox, and I had to travel alone a lot. So I feel like I kind of got over it. To the point where I had double jaw surgery in Korea. I talked about it on my beauty channel, and I brought a friend with me for the first 10 days, but I did spend 20 days alone after major surgery in a different country that I barely spoke the language, like a few sentences. So, not shy like at all anymore, but to get close to me, because I know I've seen another assumption that was saying that, I am like quiet around people that I don't know. Totally true. I feel like when you get like with new people, there's always a couple of really loud ones. So I'm not gonna like fight for the attention like at all. But with my friends, I'm definitely going to be more out there and more funny, which I think is pretty normal. Most of us are like this. Maybe I'm like projecting here, but I feel like most people are like that. When someone wrongs you, there's no way back. I feel like I used to let people walk all over me. Like I used to be overly nice and want people to like me. And one of the wonderful things about getting older is that I do not care anymore. I just don't care. So I will be very, very nice to people, but I will cut off people very easily now. Like it's one thing to do a mistake. It's one thing when there's like a pattern of abusing people. So yeah. Not that there's no way back, but like, you know, kinda. You don't like other booktubers. Is that the vibes I'm sending? Because no, I don't tend to comment on anyone's video even though I watched them. Because, boring story, but like a couple years ago in the beauty community, there was like this whole thing about, oh, people are commenting just to get more followers. And like I never wanted to send that vibe or that impression. So I just stopped and I just never started again. So I watch a bunch of people, but I just don't comment. Is that weird? Maybe, but like I have nothing against other people. I would love to collaborate eventually when things calm down. But yeah, I love so many people. Like the community is amazing. Like people look so amazing. Like I want to be friends. I feel like if I were to meet them, which I've done with beauty YouTubers, when I meet them, I get super excited because like I know you. You don't know me, but I know you. And I feel a little creepy. But I would love to be able to do the same thing with other booktubers. You are single, not looking for a relationship, and love to live alone. Okay, so many of these assumptions had to do with my love life, which trying to get into my personal life, I see. And yes, I'm single. I've mentioned that. That's when I moved here, you know, because I was single, I ended a 6-year relationship, and a few of you were like, see, that's why I keep my life private, because when I announced that, a few people started being like, oh, she's using sad music in her videos, she's like heartbroken. And I'm like, no, it was my decision. I'm very happy, like no regrets whatsoever. This is like the best thing ever, living alone. I wish everyone had that opportunity. At this point, I don't know how I will live with someone ever again, because It's amazing. I do want pets though, which a lot of you were saying, like, I'm a cat person over a dog person or vice versa. I'm both. I'm literally all the pets. Like, you've seen me. I have like a bunch of cats in my neighborhood, and I'm trying to bribe them all to love me, and I've done the same with squirrels. So any pet. My assumption is that you're single by choice. Is anyone single by choice right now? Like, with the pandemic, like, what choice is there? I don't trust people on apps. Like, can you imagine first off, people that are still going out, I don't trust them to begin with. And then on a dating app, they're probably seeing a bunch of other people. No, I'm not putting my health at risk for what? No. You don't ever want to get married. I would love to meet my person, but I'm not someone that grew up dreaming about my wedding. Like, I don't have a Pinterest board of my wedding, you know? So yeah, I would love to find someone and get married, but if I don't, I don't. You don't want children. I don't. I don't hate kids. I feel like that might be the impression that some people have when I have friends that have kids. They're lovely kids. I just don't want my own for all of the reasons, from climate change to I don't think my body would survive this. So yeah, I am child-free. A few of you were wondering if I was an only child. No, I'm a middle child, which I don't know what that means. You can psychoanalyze me, but yes, I'm the middle child. I have an older brother and a younger sister. You like Twitter better than Instagram, and a few people were telling me that I was someone that loved reading drama on Twitter. No, I feel like I took a break of Instagram because, real talk, I feel like it was really bad for my own mental health. I feel like, especially with my beauty channel, there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way, and like, I would sometimes see people I would have met in real life and see their pictures, and I was just like, you're clearly photoshopping them. And like, I just found it kind of messed up, so I kind of took a step back. I do want to come back, but like, it's easy to tell yourself, oh, just do your own thing, ignore everything else. It's a different thing to actually do it. But yes, I do want to start posting more on Instagram. As far as Twitter, I do like it because, I mean, I've talked about it, but if you've seen my banner on there, I don't care about my Twitter. Like, it's the weird side of me. It's fully on Twitter, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. So I do like Twitter for that. As far as drama, I don't feel like I'm following ever the drama. Like, I hear about it so late, I feel like. So yeah, no, I stay away from drama as much as possible. You won't post again on the beauty channel because the beauty community is way better. Okay, we're going there. I haven't been posting, again, keeping it fully real in this video because my health has been things are starting to look up. It's up and down, but I had no energy. I feel like filming book videos is less demanding, like physically and mentally. And I have been unlucky with my electricity in here, and one of my lights died on me. I didn't have the money to buy new lights. I bought finally some, and then I was having issues with. Long story short, yes, I'm hoping to start posting again. I do miss it, but yes, I do like the community on the book channel. It's just very chill, you know, generally speaking. You're assuming that I'm reading romance even if I say it, I don't. Not true. I do show every book that I read on this channel. I've had people in real life ask me, like, do you actually read them? Yes. Like, what if it's terrible and I'm saying it's good? So yes, I do read every book that I show, and I show every book that I read. I'm not ashamed of liking romance. Like, I know I've been like joking around, but that's why I did a video about my favorite romance books, because I wanted to show that it's not that it never works for me. It's just that it's very rare that it does, or I'm just difficult, or I don't know, like, I'm not purposely choosing to hate them. Like, it's just hard to find the ones that work for me. You would never dye your hair. I would, but I feel like I would be scared to regret it, and I like low maintenance hair. I don't want to go to a hair salon every month. I just don't. I don't have it in me. I wanted to, you know, when everyone was having like gray hair, silver hair, whatever, I like that trend, and I talked about it to my hairdresser, and he told me no, because my hair was healthy, and he's like, I'm not doing that to you. So you missed your bangs. Okay, let's look at the bangs. They've been annoying me actually today. They've grown like a ton. I just stopped cutting them eventually because I gave up because the pandemic, it's been so hellish. I am dying for a haircut. Like, my hair is just so long. I need to cut like 12 inches. Like, you're still not going to be able to tell, but I will. I do miss the bangs, but they're way too high maintenance. Way too high maintenance. So they were great to hide any pimples though. But yeah, just having to hair dry them every time right after a shower. And they like half the time didn't cooperate. It was a lot of work. See, you're never going to cut your hair shoulder length. The last time I had my hair this short, I was in high school. Eventually I will. I have wigs. I should probably like try some on in videos to shock everyone, pretend I cut my hair. Clickbait. You don't have many friends. That one hurt my feelings. Is it the vibes I'm sending, or is it just because I'm keeping my private life private? Like, which is it? I'm kind of nervous now. I do have friends. Thank you. I decided a long time ago to just never show people on my channel, just because I kept seeing other people do it, and I would see the comments, again, usually on beauty channels, and I don't want to subject my friends to that, like, ever. So I just don't do it. I just really don't. I said I went to Korea with a friend. I didn't show her in any of my videos because I just didn't want anyone to be rude to her. They were rude enough about me, you know? You cringe when you see kissing in movies. Okay. I've mentioned that I don't read a ton of romance because I get secondhand embarrassment too easily. I don't tend to get it as much while watching movies, specifically with like sex scene or kissing, but I was talking about it. I have a friend, she converted me to K-dramas. I used to not really watch them, but she loved them, so I would watch them with her. And I'm now sold. I'm currently watching Doom at Your Service. She recommended that one to me. I'll include the cigarette scene.
같이 살자. 우리. It's about to fall off.
See, that is hot. A sex scene as soon as the movie starts, not hot to me. I just, no feeling, no tension. There's like no tension. There's been no buildup. Like, what is this? I want to like want them to touch hand until the like 10th episode. That's what I want. So yeah, I don't cringe, but I just find it boring now. So like K-dramas or like period dramas, I much prefer. Someone really milks their accent, maybe. I wanted to address that one because that made me laugh. Absolutely not. I'm genuinely struggling. To be fair, like I said, I had double jaw surgery 2 years ago, so talking can still be difficult for me. Like, I feel like sometimes my jaws are just like, ugh. And I'm still relearning to speak properly, and I had like Invisaligns for a while. I might have to go back for some more again. Ugh. Anyway, so no, I am not milking my accent. That's definitely genuine accent. I feel like at this point, I barely have one for like people around me. Like, I'll listen to anyone around me that didn't grow up speaking English, like my dad. He has way more of an accent than I do. So no, I should though, like marketing wise, I should be doing it. Like, it would be great to single myself out and like stand out from the crowd by being the person that does their videos in English but speaks French and like include more French words here and there, but I don't do it. So I should, but I don't. You are not even a little bit ticklish, not at all and not anywhere. Is that sounds like a fetish. No, not really. I hate being tickled because usually it's people you don't want anywhere near you. And I just get really tense and it hurts. I hate it. I assume that you get a lot of thirsty dude in your DMs and comments. Not really, which I'm not complaining. I do get once in a while some horrible comments, but I think I tend to anger them more than anything. I've been very vocal about my opinions about, you know, transphobic comments or homophobic or books that are racist or sexist. So I offend a lot of people, and let's just say it, generally it is men. But yeah, I think for that reason, they don't leave me thirsty comments, and I'm okay with that. I'm still debating doing that video about reading like hate comments. They tend to mostly be on Goodreads, but I'll still get like some. I mentioned that I didn't like Ender's Games recently, and I got a bunch of angry men, and often being like, oh, you're just doing it because it's the popular thing to do, and I'm confused because I mentioned in the video that I read it before Booktube. So if I found it boring, and I didn't even know at the time that the author was homophobic as hell, has nothing to do with that, but continue to project. I keep going back and forth about the video just because I don't really want to attract that negative energy on this channel, but at the same time, it would be so funny to bash them. So we'll see. Although for Thirsty Dudes, I did get weird comments whenever I opened my Goodreads for the first time, which I had to put in my bio that this wasn't a dating website. So English being not your first language gives you anxiety when filming videos and uploading them. Not anymore, to be honest. I still get rude comments about it. I used to get so many on my beauty channel because I started years ago. And people would always be like, you know, you seem like a lovely person, but like you need to fix your speech impediment. And I was just always so confused. Do you not realize accents exist? Like not everyone's first language is English. I still get some, like when I attract new followers. I recently did a video about Pride and Prejudice, which was so much fun. I'm so glad some of you enjoyed it. Obviously it's not super popular, but it was fun and it attracted some new viewers. And I got things like this. Telling me that, you know, I seem like a lovely person, but like my voice is so annoying, and it doesn't really affect me. I'm annoyed because like, how do you not understand not everyone's first language is English? Like, so no, I'm not really nervous because I don't really get many comments anymore, but yeah. You are rich. No, I know things are always like, what's the word? It really depends on your perspective, whatever. I do have a roof over my head, like I'm doing fine, but I'm not rich. The reason I'm not getting a pet actually is because I don't feel like I'm financially stable enough. And to give you an idea, I don't even own a car, but I'm not poor, like I'm surviving, like I have food in my fridge, you know? You can't hide it when you don't like someone or something, it just shows on your face. Yeah, I'm getting better at hiding it because obviously I don't want to come off as a biatch or something, but yeah, my face just tells it right away. That was one of the good things about the bangs. They would hide the brows, which that helps. When you had to run in school, you were one of the slower kids. No, I was actually a really sporty kid, so no, I wasn't slow. You've punched someone in the face. I've never come remotely close to hitting someone, like punching someone in the face, ever. You like to date guys that are older than you. No, real talk, I am against age gap relationships, which comment section will be a mess because of me saying that, but there might be some exceptions, but generally speaking, huge no. You are a bit judgmental after saying that. I don't think so. I think I have strong opinions and I'm not scared to mention them, but like, you do you. As long as you're not hurting other people. Prose is the least important part of a book to you. I think it's just that it's not a huge concern for me as long as it's not bad, which is super subjective. But I do like whenever a book is written beautifully, but I guess it's not the most important part. Maybe not the least, but not the most. You are one of the fire signs and you don't believe in zodiac stuff, which, yes, I'm an Aries, so apparently it's very much of an Aries thing to not believe in that. My friend likes to remind me of that. She loves that stuff, which, you know, good for her. We're teasing each other all the time. And she's slowly converting me because I was saying I have a bunch of cats in my neighborhood chilling in my yard, 2 black cats, so I'm turning into a witch, you know, single cats. And she is trying to convince me to get crystals and stuff. And I got these things for my window, which I'm going to show you because it makes my day every day. So this is what I see when I'm sitting here. And you can tell that I have these things, which are amazing because during the mornings, can you tell? Like, see? There's like rainbows everywhere because of it. And I love them so much. It brings me so much happiness. So I have like 2 in this window. I got a pack of 4, so I have 2 more that I might put in my bedroom because look how cool this is. So yeah, I have rainbows all around me because of that. So slowly being converted into the witchy side. I'm actually kind of giving witchy vibes right now. Yeah. Apparently Aries are not the most beloved sign. Same thing with Scorpios. You are afraid of openly disliking books by authors of color. I thought it was an interesting question and I took the time to actually think about it. And no, I have mentioned books that I dislike that were written by authors of color. Like, top of my head, there's Stephanie Haddish, the comedian that wrote this nonfiction book. Hated it. Could not DNF it fast enough. Same thing with Warbreaker. Warcross by Mary Lou. Did not like it. Was very vocal about it. And When Dimple Met Rishi, another good example. So I went and analyzed my reading just to like formulate a proper answer. And I do tend to read more white authors than authors of color. So I think that plays into it. And because I read less, I tend to read a lot of the ones that are really popular. So I tend to take like less risk kind of thing. And I think that because of that, I tend to just enjoy the ones that I pick more. So yeah, I don't think I'm afraid of it, at least not consciously. I don't think unconsciously either, but that's an interesting question. You like spicy but not too spicy food. Okay, let me state the obvious. I am white. My mom is white. So growing up, basil was spicy for her. So I didn't eat a lot of spicy food. I am like slowly building up my tolerance, but it's still not spicy. Tu parles très bien québécois. J'espère, c'est ma langue maternelle. Pour être honnête, j'ai jamais l'occasion de parler en français quasiment. La plupart de mes amis sont bilingues. Donc en général, on parle en anglais. So at this point, it's pretty much just my dad I speak French with. So you love hating and bashing a book. Yes and no. Like I'm hoping that I'm going to love every book that I read. Like 99% of the time, I'm hoping that I will. And I'm super disappointed whenever I don't because, you know, especially if it's a hype book, I'm hoping I'll be able to love it as much as everyone else. That's why I'm reading it. And I do prefer bashing a book. Like if it's funny to hate it, then when it's just terrible and there's nothing funny to say about it. That sucks. Or when it's just meh. That makes for such a boring review. But yeah, overall, I would rather love everything that I read. I just don't. You are never going to finish The Count of Monte Cristo. I will. This summer, I have a good feeling that it's going to happen. I'm going to be reading My Pile of Shame probably next month. But like, what am I going to do with my life once I've read this? Like, I assume that you don't like anime. It's kind of just okay to you. I've actually never watched even one episode of anime. Not one. Like, nothing against it. So that was long. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was interesting to see what you guys think of me, which some are funny, some are kind of hurtful. But it was still fun to see. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting on the screen more videos that I recommend you check out. And I will see you in an upcoming video very soon. Bye.